Hello and welcome into the Knicks-Verse post-game live. Doing a rare live post-game recap. Doing this for the San Antonio game. The New York Knicks just went to San Antonio and somehow managed to lose to a team that's tanking without Devin Vassell, one of their two best players. How they were able to do this it's very clear to me how they were able to do this, and it's all attributed to one person, the coach. The coach of this team. And I'm going to break that down. I'm going to break it all down. First, I want to welcome you into the Knicks-Verse. And if this is your first time here and you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and hit the thumbs up button along with dropping your comments. I love the comments. Really, definitely appreciate the comments. My name is George. I am into the Knicks-Verse. And let's get going. Here we go. The New York Knicks lost to the San Antonio Spurs 122-115. They struggled. They were basically down 9 for most of the second half. They finally were able to get it down to, I think, 7, maybe even 6, but were not able to get much further than that because one reason. Nothing. One reason. That right there. That's it. This is what I have been talking about. You don't coach for one game. You're coaching a season. This guy, Tom Thibodeau, does not understand that players are human beings. You just can't keep throwing them out there and expect them to keep repeating a performance one night after the other if you don't manage their minutes allocation properly. And it's interesting that you were facing the coach who started the whole load management. As frustrating as it is for us fans to hear about load management, Greg Popovich is the founding father of it. He understood it, and that's why he has rings. He has rings, and that's why Thibs will never get a ring. I am sick of it. How the hell do you win 8 games straight and follow that up with a 5-game losing streak? You know how? When you have a coach who does not understand how to manage his roster. Back when the Knicks were playing Toronto, on the second game of a back-to-back, I was asking, where is Cam Reddish? Toronto's putting Hernan Gomez on Brunson, using size all around. Where was our response? Nowhere. Tonight we finally saw Evan Fournier. I was happy to see him out there, but I mean we're down Brunson, we're down RJ. Where was even Cam last game? I am so disgusted by this, which is why I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you guys. I was ecstatic about the 8-game win streak. You can't look a gift horse in the mouth. The players put out a tremendous effort, and they did something that's awesome, because winning 8 straight games in the NBA, I don't care what the story is, what the excuses are, however you want to diss it. It doesn't matter. It's actually winning 8 straight games is a reality. And so is losing 5 straight games. 5 straight games. The first 4 were all close. We were ahead in all of them. But not tonight. The team was spent. This team gave up 38 points to the San Antonio Spurs in the first quarter. And they never had a chance to get back in. They were done. They gave a valiant effort. I feel bad for these players. I really do. And I tweeted this out. I feel bad for the Knicks players. They've been mismanaged, mishandled by a coach that just doesn't understand the human body and psyche. This guy is ridiculous. I don't want to hear the apologists. I don't want to hear it. Thibodeau does not know how to coach a modern NBA team and a modern NBA player. He doesn't get it. Because here's the difference. He's still coaching like everyone else is coaching the same way he is. That they're just throwing guys out there and just, playing them 48 minutes, 42 minutes, 38 minutes. He thinks that's the way it is. It's not like that. Everybody around the league is totally managing their players' minutes and putting them in the best position for them to perform the best. Why does Grimes follow up a career night with garbage? Because he has nothing left in the tank. That's why. There are very few Julius Randles out there. Julius is a freak of nature. Like, he's a physical, I mean, he's a wonder. But not all players are like that. And you can't manage a team expecting all players to be like that. It's ridiculous. I want to shout out to the chat. Sorry, I'm amped. This is the reason why I didn't do the recap after the Dallas game, because I was going to be so fucking amped. It's incredible. All right. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Hit the thumbs up button for me, and drop your comments later if you come up with any ideas that I haven't thought of or anything. Let's get to it. Emmanuel quickly tonight. Even though I felt like he was absent for the second and third quarter, but the first and fourth quarter, the dude, look what he delivered. 36 points. This is after playing like 90,000 minutes last night. He follows, or 2 nights ago. 36 points, 7 rebounds, 7 dimes on 44% field goal percentage. There was a moment there where it looked like, wow, the Knicks might actually get back. I think they had cut the deficit down to 7, maybe 6 in that fourth quarter. And I really did believe that the Knicks could still pull this game out despite them having nothing left in the tank. I believed that they could still do it because we have good players, but we need a coach who just understands how to utilize them properly. And once again, where was Cam Reddish? Where is this guy? This guy could have. What is it that you're expecting? I mean, if you don't think that Cam Reddish can provide you with some decent offense and some decent defense against a shitty team like the Spurs, then you're never gonna play him. And how do you expect anyone to trade for him? How do you expect anyone to trade for Cam Reddish if you don't even believe that he could play against this fucking team? Seriously. I'm sorry that I'm so amped up about this, but this team, if we don't beat the Houston Rockets, we're gonna finish 2022 a sub 500 team. This is after an incredible 8-game winning streak. And I'm telling you, there are no guarantees we're going to beat Houston. No guarantees. In fact, Houston has a higher upside than the Spurs do. They have players that could just, I mean, they have, I think, overall better talent on their roster that's available than the Spurs had tonight. Yeah, Keldon Johnson's a nice player. Absolutely. But in reality, I think Houston's better. Overall, I mean, I think on any given night, Houston can give you something really interesting. So we could end up losing all 3 of this Texas trip. And there's only one reason why. Because Tom Thibodeau is a stubborn, that's why. That's why. That's why. And it's not like he's obviously, defensively. I mean, how do you give up 120 something points? How do you give up 122 points to a San Antonio Spurs team? I get it. Okay. I get it. We're missing RJ. We don't have Jalen Brunson. But where's Cam? We have Cam Reddish. But you don't play him? And if the story, as Foxy and I were talking about in the pregame, if it comes down to, oh, Thibs was told don't play Cam because we're trying to trade him, then fire Leon as well. What are you guys doing? Seriously. What's the point of all this? Because it's obvious you're not trying to lose games so that you can increase your chances in the lottery. It's obvious you're not. It's obvious you're trying to get into the playoffs. So if you're trying to get into the playoffs, you do everything you can to win a game. Put him out there. Who knows? Maybe he actually wins us this game, and then his value goes up. Instead, now his value is garbage because you guys don't know how to manage a team. You had no faith in Cam Reddish tonight to play against a terrible team like San Antonio Spurs. And like I said before, how do you expect another team to trade for him? Just don't get it. Just do not get it. And I just don't get it. Just don't get it. Hey, shout out to Connor Tulin, Entertainment, Paul Butler. I am Neeson. Good to see you guys. Thanks for joining me here. If you guys hit that thumbs up button for me, that'd be great. I am so amped up right now. I cannot believe that the New York Knicks dropped this game. I mean, I can't believe it because I said in the pregame, I said anything could happen with this team. But at the same time that I say that, I am also expecting the coach to make the proper rotation moves to help put this team in a winning position. You're going to tell me Cam couldn't have made an impact on this game? And shout out to Julius. He tried everything. Shout out to Emmanuel Quickly. Look at that. I don't think that's a career high, but tremendous. But look at Quentin Grimes. 1 for 10 overall. 1 for 10 after having a 33-point career night 2 nights ago. He follows it up with 9 points, 4 rebounds, a goose egg for assists. Why? Because he's got nothing left. Evan Fournier got into the game, 17 minutes, shot 4 of 6, 1 of 3 from the three-point line, hit a tremendous, like almost a 30-footer, 11 points. It was nice to see him out there. He definitely can give you some offense. Of course, he's always a liability defensively, but he can give you some offense. Isaiah Hartenstein, I am incredibly, I'm kind of like over the whole Hartenstein thing. The guy defensively is a disaster. He must have the tiniest hands. I feel like constantly balls touch his hands and they leave. He doesn't secure the rebound or any deflection or anything. It's just so frustrating right now. Sims, 11 minutes. I feel underutilized. Look at Quickly's minutes, 43 minutes. Look at Randall's minutes, 43 minutes. You're going to tell me Cam couldn't have helped out here? Mitch, absent tonight. Absent. 0 points. Only got 2 field goal attempts. Only 6 rebounds for him in 28 minutes. Anywhere you look here, it's like, oh, man. Like, whoa, it's an eyesore. Look at Derrick Rose. You gave 16 minutes to Derrick Rose tonight, and you couldn't have found any time, like a few minutes to just try out Cam Reddish? Don't get it. Don't get it. You look at the plus minus. It's shockingly, here's where the weird thing about the plus minus. Grimes was a +8. Mitch, a +9. McBride, a +2. But Quickly and Randall in the minus column. Quickly a -12. Hartenstein a -17. D Rose a -10. Just shocking. And Randall with 41 points. The dude did everything he could. 7 assists. He did commit 4 turnovers. Some of that could be chalked up to fatigue. But look at Quickly. He followed up his 15 assist masterpiece 2 nights ago with 7 assists tonight. Only 1 turnover. But he was frustrating as well. He was missing shots during that stretch where it would have been nice if he had been hit, like what he showed us in that fourth quarter. If he was giving us some of that in the third quarter, it might have lifted the spirits of the rest of the team. It almost felt like the team just didn't have it in them to pull this win out tonight. Like they didn't have the fire, the desire. They came out slow. They gave up 38 points in the first quarter. We lost the first 3 quarters of this game. We won the final quarter. We scored 36-30, I think is what it was. Just shocking. Shocking. I am shocked. I'm shocked that a team that could win 8 straight in the NBA can turn around and lose 5 straight like this. Now, I get it. We don't have RJ. We don't have Brunson. But we're supposed to have depth on this squad. We also don't have Obi. There's another guy. Another big player. Big rotation piece we don't have. But we're paying Fournier 17 or 18 million. We're paying Hartenstein 8 or 9 million. Like, what? Those guys can't deliver something for us? I mean, Fournier actually did deliver somewhat tonight, but where was Cam? San Antonio Spurs shot 51.1% overall, almost 40% from the three-point line tonight. This is versus a Tom Thibodeau team. Tom Thibodeau, who's supposed to be the defensive wizard of the NBA. This is the result we got. Oh my God. It's just mind-boggling. Shout out to the chat. Hey, D-Nice. Yes, I am amped up. I'm so amped up. I kind of regret what I said earlier about Thibs. I'm going to cut that out in the replay. I'm going to pull this down and put it back. I'm going to cut that out in the replay because I don't want that lingering. Yeah. Coach Comover is brain dead. Yeah. Look, if we have any chance of turning into anything, we have to move on from Tom Thibodeau. That is what this game showed to me. I was already over him, and it was tough during that 8-game win streak because of course I'm going to be happy and ecstatic, but I attribute that to the players. Yes, Thibs tightened up his rotation, but he did the shit that we've been asking for him to do. Play your better players. And he did it. He put Deuce in the rotation, who's responded defensively tremendously, and it really helped create, at least solidify everyone's role on this team. And they took off and won. But now we're in the skid. 5 straight losses in a row. How do you look at yourself in the mirror as a coach, as a player even, or as a player and thinking about how the coach is using everybody? I'm disgusted, beyond disgusted. Shout out, hey Ryan Kim, good to see you. David Smith, good to see you, man. Gideon, what's up, brother? Yes, I'm gonna do a panel. I'm gonna expand the live streams and have people call in and stuff. I'm gonna try and get that going this month. K sings, did we win? Just joking. Oh man, this was a tough one, guys. Look at it. Look. Keldon Johnson, 11 of 21, 30 points. Romeo Langford, the dude only missed 5 buckets. He took 16, only missed 5, 23 points. Look how many players Pop played tonight. Played 11 guys tonight. Well, Bates Diop only played 2 minutes. So really, he played 10. And how many did we played 9. Wow, interesting. So Popovich plays 10 players. He's missing Vassell, who's one of their best players, one of their top 2 best players. But he still manages to play 10. I'm not going to count Diop. If I count Diop, then it's 11. He managed, and Thibs is missing 2 of his 3 best players, and he still only plays 9 guys. There's something wrong up there. Something wrong. I don't understand even the rationale. Look at San Antonio. They're 12 and 23. They were 11 and 23 before this win tonight. They're 12 and 23, and the Knicks are back to being a 500 team, 18 and 18, with the chance of finishing the calendar year 18 and 19 under 500. There's a chance. It's a serious chance. The Knicks, we shot 42.2% overall. We hit our free throws, 77.4%. You know, nothing scintillating, but decent. We got out-rebounded by 10. We were a minus 10 in the rebounds. Knicks are one of the top 3 best rebounding teams in the NBA. Not tonight. Out-rebounded tonight. Assists, only 20 dimes. And seven steals, which is nice. Only 2 blocks from Mitch. Mitch was ineffectual tonight. The turnovers were at a manageable level, which is nice. Fast break points, pretty much even. But the points in the paint, the San Antonio Spurs owned us. And we are also one of the best points in the paint teams. And I know most of that is we're missing 2 of our big points in the paint guys, which is Brunson and RJ. They feast in the paint. So I can see that. But to get out hustled there by 20, that's rough. It could have been more. It could have been, 52-52. That's really rough. The fouls, pretty much even. There were some weird fouls in the game, but I'm not going to get, going to cry over those that much. The largest lead, we had a 5-point lead at one time this game. We were once down 17. We were once down 17. I feel like we're stuck in a weird Groundhog Day situation but it's like over a span of games. Instead of it being every game, it's a span of games where, like, oh, we win, we do something interesting, and then, Thibs' rigidity, his stubbornness costs us a win, and then it costs us another win, and now we're in this cycle where we just repeat, and now we're just a 500 team. To me, it's exhausting, honestly. I mean, losing this game, there's literally no excuse for tonight. There's no excuse for this result. This is ridiculous. We should be 19-17 right now and looking at a 20th win to end this calendar year. Instead, I'm worried, based upon how we played tonight, I'm worried that we may lose against the Houston Rockets on New Year's Eve. Seriously. That's where I'm at with it. It's crazy. All right, I'm going to turn to the chat, see how it's going over here. Let's see. Can we get Snyder to coach? He would be interesting. Johnny Bryant. But Johnny Bryant is like, they're waiting. I kind of would rather see Kenny Atkinson. I don't know about you guys, but I would rather see Kenny coach this team. There's just a lot of things that need to be done with this roster to get it in the right shape in terms of defining roles. Man, it does feel, it's total Groundhog Day. It's been Groundhog Year, really, because I feel like a year ago, we have a team that's underachieving because it's not managed properly. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. You guys can disagree. You can say, oh, we just don't have the players, and that's legitimate argument. I don't see it that way. I say it that way. Look at what Quickly did tonight. 36 points. This is a guy who comes off the bench. Most people think he's, whatever. He's trash. I get pushback all the time. Quickly's trash. Blah blah. He has 22 assists in the last 2 games. So, but maybe I believe in the players more than I should. But it just, I'm bummed, guys. This was a rough. I know that, and I'm really reacting also, not just to this loss. I'm reacting to the Dallas loss, and I'm reacting to the Sixers loss, and the Bulls loss before that, and then the Raptors. Like, they're just all stringing together. I'm reacting to all of these 5 losses because, in my opinion, if we had a better coach, we would have had a better result in these previous 5 games. The 8-game win streak aside, because I attribute that to the players. The players responding to their new roles and then delivering. And I get it. We're missing RJ, we're missing Brunson, but we have guys who can step into their shoes. You know, next man up. We have guys. We are supposed to have depth on this squad. And we do. We've seen it. Just frustrating, man. I mean, Deuce, 3 of 8. He hit 2 of 4 from the three-point line. I wish he'd been a little more confident in his offensive game. But Grimes, I mean, Grimes steps up tonight. This could be a different story. It really could. I mean, we ended up losing by 7. Grimes gives us... Grimes hits... If Grimes hits 3 more buckets, and 2 of them are three-pointers, we win this game. Which is not... That means he finishes... Oh, 3 more buckets. He finishes 4 of 10. 4 of 10 and 2 of 6 from the three-point line. We win this game. It's not a lot to ask. Not a lot to ask. Yes, Gideon, you're right. Yes, Spurs didn't have Vassell, who was the Spurs' second leading scorer. So Knicks fans shouldn't make excuses. No, I'm not making any excuses at all. No excuses. For tonight's loss. For tonight's loss, 0 excuses. No doubt. I haven't watched any of the post games. I haven't seen what Thibs said it or anything. So, you know, if he said anything interesting, you guys let me know. Oh, man. All right, we're going to wrap this up. This was just come out, quick, vent, drop this, share it with you guys. I'm loving the chats, results here. What do you think happens in H-Town versus Rockets? Honestly, Gideon, we could lose. We could literally have a similar response as what we had tonight. We could lose that game against the Rockets and finish 18-19 for 2022. I'm not even kidding. It feels like that. I mean, Hartenstein. I mean, what the hell, Hartenstein? 4 points in 15 minutes, 5 rebounds. That all looks better than it really was. But Mitch, absent. It's what it is when you have young guys that can't replicate, you know, success from one game to the next. Even RJ did it. RJ had a masterpiece against the Bulls and then shoots 28% against the Sixers. He needs 21 shots to give us 17 points. I mean, come on. If you do give us anything close to what you did before, we win that game. So the consistency is not there. But Randall does keep showing up every night. He's having a tremendous season. Got to shout that out. Look at that. 41 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists, 6 of 13 from the three-point line. He did everything he could to help us win this game. Were there moments defensively where he got burned, where he got backdoored? Yes. I saw that, but look at his minutes. He played 43 tonight. He played 40-something the other night against Mavericks. Or 50 minutes? Something like that. Something crazy. They catch up. You just don't have enough in the tank. As from one game to the next, they do have an impact. This is what we've been talking about, minutes load and minutes management. Knowing how to maximize what your players can give you out on the court. That's what a great coach can do. And I'm telling you right now, Thibodeau is not a great coach. Is he a good coach? Can he win some games with a certain type of squad? Yes, but I'm wondering if even moving forward in the future, if he can even do that. The time may have passed him by because other teams are adjusting their rosters properly and managing them properly. And that's what we saw tonight. We went to San Antonio to play a team that was 11-23, and they played without their second leading scorer. And we lost. That's sad. That's sad, man. D-Nice, good to see you, brother. Jael Rodriguez, what's up, man? See, the coach, I see Knicks don't have soul click. They just finishing game with no intentions to win. I mean, I think they tried. They just didn't have anything in the tank. You know? It was this. That was the situation. Okay. Gonna sign off now. You guys are watching this one. I'm gonna do one edit because I definitely do not want. I definitely don't want some of that other stuff out there because I was riled up and I said some shit earlier on. Just wasn't worth it. But shout out to everybody. You guys are the best fans around. We deserve better than this. We definitely do. And I hope that someone who has the power and the ability to influence the direction of this team finally has had enough, just like we have. And they do something good about it. Let's hope. Let's hope. Again, thank you guys for watching this. My name is George. I'm into the Knicks-Verse. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me here on YouTube if you haven't yet. And hit the thumbs up button for me. Very much appreciate that. And drop your comments if you think of anything else later on. If you're watching this on the replay, I appreciate all the support. We have the, the trade deadline's coming up. It's going to be interesting to see what Leon does. Does he do something to kind of continue this thing going? Does he acquire players and to help Thibs achieve what he thinks is his goal? I would rather build a team that could really win, have a sustaining winning culture here. And that, I think, requires making a change at the coach position. That's my feeling. All right, thank you guys for watching this. I will see you around.